Take a deep breath. If you see a problem, you can take some time to think about it, but problems never age well. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us again on Making a Man. Excited to have you back here. We are going to recap a little bit. The last interview we did, Ax, was with Mr. Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Adam gave some interesting advice that I've been thinking about on. Remember what his professor told him?
Yep.
If you wanted
3 steps.
if you want to really be successful at anything,
Yeah.
and get people on your side, remember what they are is about problems. First is, I have no problems.
I have no problems. I will create no problems, and I'll fix your problems.
That's it. Good job, man. I have no problems.
I will fix problems, and I won't create problems.
Yes.
Well, in a different order.
Yeah.
Way I said it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I thought, with that in mind, because I was thinking about that, that's one of my favorite stories he's told me before, is if there is a problem that comes across, one of a leader's job, one of his main jobs, is to solve problems and to make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So making decisions mean making decisions around how do we solve a problem when it arises, or how do we take advantage of an opportunity. So this section, I wanted to talk about solving problems. And so let's start with this. I think the first thing whenever a problem comes up is you have to remain calm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just before we started recording, you said, what do we want to talk about today? And I said, let's talk about solving problems.
Yep.
And you said, what's the first thing?
I was like, well, you just got to be calm and push through it.
Yeah, the first thing in solving a problem is to take a breath, calm down. But sometimes when I see you, or I do this too, when you first encounter a problem, you get pissed, you get frustrated, and you're like, oh. I've heard you sometimes out there, when your sisters are nagging at you.
Oh my gosh,
that's a problem. And so we'll focus on that one a little bit, and I want to look at that problem and see how we might deal with it. But I had a guy tell me before that take a deep breath. If you see a problem, you can't let it. You can take some time to think about it, but problems never age well. You know what that means? Problems don't age well. A lot of people will procrastinate, and they'll find a problem and they won't address it. They won't tackle it. They won't hit it head on. There's nothing wrong with taking some time to think about how you're going to address it, but they don't age well. The longer you let a problem set, the bigger it gets as it ages. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Like if you have an argument with your sister, and then you say and then you leave for college, and you guys oh, I never want to talk to you again. Then the when you just keep growing up, you just won't get to talk to him anymore.
That's right.
Your loved one.
That's exactly right. You want to address it head on to stop it from becoming a bigger problem. Mm-hmm. They're easier to solve right when you identify them. The other thing I think is challenging for people, if you find a problem, what I have learned over the years is that the problem that you think is the problem is not really the problem. There's always something deeper behind the problem that you think is the problem. And I'll give you an example. This just came to my mind, but we had this business where we bought lots of pipe. We had to install pipes. And one day there was no pipe. And we had all these jobs all over the country, and everybody's like, well, our pipe supplier ran out of pipe. The problem is that they shut down the factory and they don't have pipe. And so we're sitting there, and I'm thinking, is that really the problem? Is the problem that company doesn't have pipe? The real problem was there were 20 other companies that we should be buying pipe from, but we bought pipe from the same company every year for 15, 20 years, however long it was. And we didn't diversify. We didn't have other options. We had one company. The problem wasn't them. It was us that shut down. So everyone got on the phone, reached out, called more pipe suppliers. We got quotes, and We actually got better pipe at lower prices, which the problem that everyone was concerned about actually turned into an opportunity to improve the business. And so sometimes you can think through problems like that before they even happen. We should have had that problem solved. And those are things that happen 100 times a day in a regular kind of business situation, right? You have to be able to solve problems. There's this I think it's called Kydland's law. There's this law of like the universe that it says if you can properly identify the problem and write it down, that you've already solved half the problem. That most people think the problem is look at what we just brought up, like your sisters nagging on you. That's a huge problem. I can hear it out there sometimes in your life. Well, is the problem really your sisters nagging at you? Is that really, really the problem? I would suggest this. I think the problem is, I think your sisters, your older sisters, want to get a reaction out of you, and they'll do something to see how you react. And your instant reaction is, oh, and they want you to do that, right? Where I think the problem is how you react to their nagging. You could just simply let it not affect you and walk away and go about your day. And then they would be like, that's not working what I'm trying to do. He's not getting upset anymore. And I would bet you that it would stop a lot. Not that what they're doing is right, but I've heard you nag on them too. So it goes both ways a little bit. And so the other way to kind of think about what the real problem is to ask why a lot. Like, why is this happening? Why? Just like asking why 3, 4, 5 times to get to the real answer. And then obviously the last step is you identify a path, a solution, a step forward. And sometimes, like what I do a lot is, if you have a great network of people that are a lot smarter than you, or that know certain things that you don't, having that network of people that you can bounce those problems off of is really, really helpful.
Kind of like Elon. I mean, Elon's smart, but he hires smarter people.
That's exactly right. Yeah, he's super smart, but think of all the problems he runs into in all of his businesses, and having really smart, intelligent, bright people around him to help him solve those issues is probably what's, I bet you if he was here, he would say that's what he would attribute a lot of his success to. Don't you think? Any other problems? Do you have a problem, a specific problem right now that you're dealing with?
No, none other. I don't think so. No.
Is one of the things I ask for my birthday from all my kids is I ask them to write down 3 to 5 goals for 2025 so that they can share them with me so I can support them. And you and I haven't talked about your goals yet, but have you put any thought into your goals for the new year? Could you share 1 or 2 of those? Like,
yeah.
Have you written them down yet?
No.
All right.
But I got 2 off my mind.
You got like 2 days to have them written down and share them with me.
Right.
So, but what is one of them that you can share?
I want to golf more often.
You want to golf more? What do you take lessons a couple times a week or something, and you probably golf? Go to the range once. Weather's not the greatest right now, but that's a good goal though for 2025.
Yeah. I'm
going to make that one of my goals. I'm going to golf with you more. We always have fun when we play.
I also want to talk to like adults more. Like, well.
Yeah. You want to do more interviews and just go up to people and ask. You're pretty outgoing, which I think is going to serve you well. But that's good. I have some. Now that we move on, I just wanted to bring up problem solving today because I was thinking about it when we were talking to Mr. Adam. But I want to move on to like some deep questions for you, and you can ask some of me. But this is what I was thinking about. I want you to put yourself out into the future. Let's say you're a grandpa, you're 65 years old. What do you want people to think of you as when you're 65? Like your friends, your family, people that are close to you. What do you want them to think about you?
Wow, that's deep.
That is deep.
I want them to think like I want them to look up to me.
Yeah,
obviously.
you want them to respect you, right?
I want to be like a role model for them. Like, and even being a role model is like showing them the things you shouldn't do.
True. Like, you're going to make mistakes along the way, but owning them and learning from them. The most valuable lessons that you can give someone is because you made a mistake at it, right? Yeah. Anything else? Like, I think those are good attributes that you'd want people to look at you for when you're an old man.
And like, if I have when I have grandchildren,
yeah,
I'm going to want them to like want to visit my house often because I want to be like a good grandpa.
You want them to visit your house a lot. That's a good desire, actually. They say the best thing about grandkids is you can just spoil them and then you just give them back. You know, you don't have to. They don't have to stay over every night.
Yeah.
Because you can just like give them candy or whatever, and then
the like parents have to deal with the sugar rush.
Yeah, you just someday, if you have kids, when you do, they're gonna come over, and I'm just gonna
like, you have to be strict on your own kids, and then having grandchildren, it's like a relief.
You're like,
I can just give this kid all I want.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm sure you probably still have to discipline them a little bit and guide them. But they don't.
Nana still disciplined.
Yeah, you got some. I hear them every once in a while. Your grandparents will get on you for something, and that's good. That's a good thing. What do you think if you had a theme song, like you walk in a room and music plays, what would be your theme song?
The Undertaker theme song.
What is that? I know if I heard it.
Like bells.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like for whom
the bell tolls,
but
Metallica.
It's like, yeah.
Huh.
It's like da-da, da-da,
that seems dark.
Well, no, it's not like that, you know?
It like pumps you up, kind of.
Yeah. But I guess Damage Incorporated.
Oh, that's a Damage Incorporated.
Or Whiplash. They're all good songs.
Yeah.
Either one of them three.
What's anything in the news that you would want to talk about? I was thinking, like, in the news today are drones. And we used to talk about drones and like technology a lot, you and I.
Well, funny story. Yeah. I was outside last night, and apparently none of like Netflix, Disney Plus didn't work. So, I went on YouTube TV and I went on Jesse Water, and he got replaced.
No, he's on vacation.
Oh, yeah. I was like, who the heck is Will Kane? And I was like,
yeah, Will Kane's good. But he got Jesse's on.
He kind of sounds like Jesse too.
Yeah, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you thought he got replaced? Yeah, he's on vacation with his family during the holidays. So let's talk about drones. Everyone's citing drones. What do you think about drones?
I think they're cool, but like they can be used for many different things: spying, military use, just for fun for kids. You know, it's overall, I think drones are great.
But now they're saying that they're seeing these drones that they're like as big as an SUV truck, and they don't know what they're doing. Do you think that's suspicious?
Very. That is.
Yeah.
I've heard there's like in New York somewhere where they have like drones that are like the size of taxis and they just fly you around. But
well, listen, it's either someone. I don't think someone has drones that big that are just playing with them.
Yeah.
It's either the government, some other government, or they're saying maybe aliens.
Well, like if there were aliens, we'd be able to like see them. We have satellites. Like if one of our satellites just randomly disappears.
Well, what if they had technology that was so advanced that our technology could not detect them?
Well, that's what I think that's weird, because everyone thinks aliens have like everyone thinks all the aliens have higher technology than us, but like there has to be like a lot of them that don't.
Maybe there's another universe where there's like a very primitive alien society, and then there's some that are advanced.
Yeah, well, I think in like every single movie the aliens are advanced.
Technically, if they found a little bug on another planet, that's an alien. Like like a ladybug or something on another planet would be an alien, right? Yeah, it's weird. So, on another topic, I don't think we've talked about this a lot, but What do you think about Elon Musk working with Trump in Doge? Do you know what Doge is?
Yeah.
Not the Doge coin.
Oh.
No, he's creating, him and Vivek are creating
right.
Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, where they're going through all the government spending and making sure that it's like
so our government doesn't go bankrupt.
That
Well,
and that they're not
like,
overspending.
yeah.
Like the government has notoriously are known to overspend on ridiculous things, so they're going to cut spending in certain areas, and they're trying to save the U.S. money.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea, especially with Vivek and Elon, both great minds just teaming up.
Yeah.
We're going to save a lot of money.
I bet you they are going to save a lot of money. So it's probably overall a good thing. I think.
Wait, I think that's why inflation happened, because like we didn't have people to like track how much money we're spending.
That's a part of it.
We have like so little money that we spend so much, so now they have to tax us more.
Yeah, they just want to keep spending and printing money, and that's a big part of the reason why inflation happens. Yeah. Anything else that's recently in the news that you would talk about? Anything on your mind that you want to talk about this episode? I've done a lot of the talking.
Don't think so, no.
Nothing?
No.
All right. Well, the only thing I can think of is you're supposed to go snowboarding here.
Oh, yes.
Are you excited?
Here we go. Yes, I'm excited.
Do you know how to snowboard?
No. I just...
You're excited to crash?
Yes. I don't know why. I just want to get a funny video of me just like going up a ramp and then just like you just don't see me.
Like you just keep going over a hill and you just hear, ah. I hope not. Yeah. I need you. I hope you don't fall over a hill.
Yeah.
We have a friend whose son just ripped their knee up skiing. That's not good. So just watch out for trees. That's all I'll say. Are you snowboarding or skiing?
Snowboarding. Mom said snowboarding is more fun because she skied before snowboarding, and she said skiing was a waste of her time. But
so you're gonna try snowboarding instead?
Oh yeah, it's snowboarding just seems cooler. No offense to all them skiers out there.
Yeah, but I would probably agree. It seems cooler. I don't know which one's more fun because I don't know how to do either.
Yeah, it's just like the pictures that I see in like Dick's Sporting Goods of like the people just doing like sick moves. They seem cool.
Sick moves. Can you do sick moves on skis?
No,
it's probably harder.
Yeah, it's harder, but like it feels like it's kind of like training wheels because like you have like poles to help you keep balance.
Maybe I think it's still hard.
Snowboards are like I don't know.
Yeah, snowboards you can flip, like you can go different ways, but I've seen people ski like backwards too and then jump and go frontwards, but
yeah, but you know. like snowboarding, it's kind of like you can like skateboarding. You can get it like on a ramp and then like grab your board, do like a 360 and like it's just cool.
Yeah, well, there's not supposed to be a lot of snow, so you might be mudboarding down a mountain. I think it's supposed to be like warm and not too snowy.
Dang, I miss the snow.
Yeah.
Like I just want snow.
I'm not a huge fan of snow.
I haven't seen snow in like 5 years.
It's been a while.
I forgot what it tastes like. I remember I used to eat snow.
Yeah, especially the yellow.
Weird hobby.
Especially the yellow snow.
I like the chocolate flavor.
Oh, man.
The lime flavor.
Well, I think that's it for this episode. We'll have a good interview next time. We're working on some new guests to bring to the show, so we'll take it from there. Thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we got to get this good.
All right, let's do it. Oh!
Let's go. Thanks for joining us today on Making a Man. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others. Together, we can keep inspiring and guiding the next generation. Thank you. See you next time.
Oh!